Hello dear teacher, we understand that your time is precious, therefore we're going to briefly explain how the Lab4Physics accelerometer tool works. So this sensor measures the acceleration on 3 coordinate axes that correspond with 3-dimensional space. The x-axis corresponds with the horizontal axis of the device, the y-axis corresponds with the vertical axis of the device, and the z or z-axis corresponds with the axis that runs perpendicular to the screen. Let's see how the Lab4Physics accelerometer tool works. To begin with, open the app. Once you have the app open, the first thing you'll see is the experiment section. But let's go instead to the tools section. Here we will select accelerometer. All of the Lab4Physics tools have 2 options. The first is new measurement, which allows you to experiment as many times as you want, and the second one is save results, where you will find all the measurements you have saved previously in chronological order. Let's click on new measurement. This is the home screen of the accelerometer, where you will do a quick run test and try moving the device vertically. To do so, we will need to press go and then move the device up and down. To finish the measurement, we will press stop. Once the measurement is finished, you will be given an acceleration versus time graph of the measurement that we just completed. If you look carefully, you will see that there are 3 curves on the graph which correspond to the 3 coordinate axes measured by the accelerometer. The good news is that you can deselect the axis that you want to analyze. For example, the movement that you just measured took place in the vertical axis of the device, which corresponds to the y-axis. Thus, in order to be able to just see this axis, I will need you to deselect the remaining axis, X and Z. You can also zoom in on the graph and select a point to obtain the acceleration values for that point, which you will see on the upper part of the screen. If you want to save the measurement, we will need you to press save, then choose one of the 2 options: save data or save image. Save data allows you to store the measurement point by point, or you can just save the image of the acceleration versus time graph in a JPG format. It is important to mention that your measurement will only be stored in Save Results section that you just clicked when you just clicked Save Data. Thus, if you want to analyze your data again later on, you need to choose Saved Results. At Lab4Physics, we offer many experiments that use the accelerometer. For example, there is the Benji experiment, Hook On, that studies Hooke's law, and we invite you to check it out.